Even if you don't know the question, even if you do not know the topic, you can still prepare for your letter writing. How? Let's see that. Hello all, welcome to the second part of the letter writing session. As you all know, in the first part of the video on letter writing, I have already discussed what is letter, what are the types of the letter, and we focused on the format of the formal letter. Not only the format of the formal letter, we discussed how to write or what should be included in the format so that or how to prepare yourself with the ready-made format that you do not waste a single second while writing the letter in your examination. So in this video lecture, I'll be discussing about the content of the letter, what should be there inside of your letter so that you can score good marks. So to understand this video better, please do watch the first part of this video on letter writing, the link of which is given there in the description box below. So let's begin learning the art of letter writing and score good marks in your letter writing. After learning the format of the formal letter or the layout of the formal letter, you have to really focus on the content of the letter. And content of the letter is actually comprises of those paragraphs or the body of the letter. Yes, here where you score or lose your marks. Because when the marking scheme is being issued, they specially mention the marks are assigned actually for the content, for the creativity, for the grammar, and for the language that you have used in your body of the letter. So for this, I will tell you what should be the content of the body of the letter. Yes, as I told you that after writing Dear Sir or Madam, you are going to start your paragraphs. And the paragraphs you have to remember, it has to be 3 to 4 paragraphs. Try not to exceed that, because by exceeding the number of paragraphs, you're actually exceeding the word limit and as well as you're wasting your time. So how do you do that? That's what I told you, that prepare in advance. From your home itself, you prepare in advance what you're going to write in the letter. You really do not know the question. You do not know what kind of topic or issue is going to be discussed or being taken in the question paper. So what? Even if you don't know the question, even if you do not know the topic, you can still prepare for your letter writing. How? Let's see that. See, as I told you, the paragraphs have to be broadly divided into introduction. First paragraph should be introduction. Second paragraph should be the discussion of the problem. And the third and the fourth paragraph, which can be the small two lines paragraph, can be conclusion, suggestion, feedback, etc. So let's come to the introductory paragraph or the first paragraph of your letter. First paragraph of your letter is introduction. How do you introduce your letter? I'm going to tell you the lines and the phrases that you're going to use in your letter, and you can use in any letter, any time, for any topic. So let's start. You all know that introduction or the introductory paragraph or the first paragraph is about introduction of the issue. So the first paragraph should tell us that what this letter is all about. So you can prepare these lines in advance to begin your letter. This letter is to bring your kind attention to us. This is to bring to your notice, or this is to bring your attention towards the issue, etc. So if you begin your letter by writing this line, you're actually completing the first paragraph of your letter. For example, if you find a question on water pollution, you can write, this is to bring to your kind attention towards the issue of water pollution in the nearby lake. So let it be any topic, water pollution, plastic pollution, about cleanliness, about lack of sports equipments, let it be anything. You can use the same line for every topic. For example, this is to bring your kind attention towards the poor sanitation facilities in our area or in our locality. See how easy it is. So in advance, you have already prepared your first paragraph. Right? So let's move on to the next paragraph. Our second paragraph should be the discussion of the issue or the matter or the topic that you have taken. So remember, whatever topic is being given in the question, you're going to discuss that in detail. You're going to give us a detailed description of the problem that you are facing. For example, if you're going to take about water pollution, right? As we all know that water pollution is a very common or major issue that we all are facing. In our locality also, we are facing the same problem, and water pollution leads to many kinds of diseases like cholera, diarrhea, so on, so on. So it actually tests your general knowledge, and many times I have suggested to my students that whenever you write the second paragraph or when you discuss in detail, try to put some statistical figures in it. You can write that as it was given in the article of Times of India, or as you all know that 20% of people died due to cholera. So like this you can give some statistical data or some newspaper article reference that will enhance your creativity. And you all know that there is marks for your creativity in your marking scheme. So this is how you're going to complete your second paragraph. So if you prepare in advance, or if you try to focus on the general issue, so before going for the examination, try to find out some general or the major or current issues that are being discussed. For example, we have the biggest issue or the problem of coronavirus or COVID-19. So you can expect a question around that. You can expect a question on online teaching or online learning. So these are the questions that you can expect for the current academic session. Next, I'm going to take the last paragraphs as 2 paragraphs. That's why I told you 3 to 4 paragraphs. This paragraph, in the end you can write, in the end you have to provide solution, your own solution, your own idea or your own feedback to the problem that is being discussed above. It is very important. Please do not end the letter by saying that please look into the matter as soon as possible. That is a very common thing, and that is really not going to give you marks for your creativity. That's what I said. This is the part where most of the students lose their marks. Instead of getting 6 out of 6 or 8 out of 8, they get only 4, 4.5, etc. So students, please be careful when you use the last paragraph. Make sure in the last paragraph you should definitely give some kind of suggestion, some kind of feedback. You can say for water pollution, you can say that the area should be cleaned, the tank should be cleaned, or it should be chlorinated. For COVID-19, you can talk about social distancing, that we can do these. These are the measures that can be taken. So some kinds of feedback that you have to give to the particular issue that is being asked in the paper. So in the end, you have to conclude your letter, and that is very important. How to conclude your letter? While concluding your letter, you are never going to ask the authority or to come and solve the problem. You will give your suggestions and you will say that this can be done, or these measures have to be taken, or please look into the matter so that the particular measure has been taken. For example, many times we have seen that when students write a letter to the editor, they actually ask the editor to come and solve the problem. Editor is not there to solve your problem. Editor can only publish your problem in his newspaper, right? So always remember this when you're writing a letter to the editor. In the end, the concluding paragraph, you have to write, kindly publish this issue or this issue as an article in your newspaper or in your highly esteemed newspaper, so that the authorities could take necessary or proper action. This is how you have to conclude your paragraph. So friends, always remember to write the concluding paragraph very carefully, because you have to see to whom you are addressing the letter. So friends, see how easy it is to write a letter, and especially a formal letter, and that too you can prepare it in advance at your home. So I hope you must have understood how to write a formal letter. What is the format of the formal letter, how to write a format, what should be the content of the letter, and what are the lines and the phrases that you can prepare in advance to score good marks. So for more writing tasks and for more videos, do like and subscribe this channel. Thank you.